People. You know, our great Chief Sitting Bull once said, if you have one honest man in Washington, send him here. I want to talk to him. If Sitting Bull were here today, if Sitting Bull were here today, he would be honored, as I am, to have the president here talking to us. I say this because I'm aware of the many great deeds he has accomplished for Indian country. No other presidents come close to the honesty and compassion he has shown for our tribal nations. Under his administration, great settlements have been enacted that never would have happened without his administration's work to rectify historic wrongs, as in the cases of Cobell and Keepseagull. There are other significant accomplishments that he had championed, and we all know by his actions that in his remaining 2 years in office, he will work hard with Indian country to come up with even more solutions to our issues and our problems. We consider our children the sacred ones, our Wakaija. So I'm especially appreciative of the President and Mrs. Obama for taking time to meet with and listen to our youth and their issues. To me, this means they understand how critical our children's well-being is to our tribal economies and our future of our tribes. Indian country faces many challenges, but together I believe we could find solutions. The tribes of this nation have experienced decades of broken treaties and promises, our lands taken, our cultures threatened. But today we look towards the future. Working together, we need to find better ways to develop our tribes' economies. We need to create a sustainable environment for jobs and eliminate the roadblocks to investment in Indian country. Education is critical for our future. Our children deserve a fair chance to grow and prosper. We are encouraged that this administration is looking for ways to better serve our youth after decades of neglect, crumbling schools, underfunding. This administration focuses their attention on our children in Indian country. I know that all the challenges of Indian country cannot be solved in one visit. But this is a historic step in our sovereign relationship, our government-to-government relationship, and I hope this sets a precedence for more regular visits to Indian country, only because I believe this trip will inspire our youth. It will provide a spark of hope to our returning veterans, and it will strengthen our tribal communities. Let us honor our ancestors by trying to live life to the fullest. And so with that, I want to thank the President and the First Lady for visiting our nation. At this time, I want to call up Councilman Frank Whitebull and my Mahasani, Nicole Thunderhawk Archambault, to help me present a gift to the President and the First Lady. You know, please know that these gifts, Mr. President, represent love and appreciation that my people have for great leaders.
Holding the blanket.
Okay, and now Now, please welcome President of the United States, Mr. Barack Obama.
Hello, Dakota Nation. Hello, Lakota Nation. Chairman Ashambo, tribal leaders, people of Standing Rock, people of Indian country. Michelle and I are so honored to be in this sacred and beautiful place. It's easy to see why it's called God's country. And because I'm among friends, I'm going to try something in Lakota, but, you know, I can't guarantee it's going to come out perfect. How mi dako yepi? I'm going to practice. I'm going to be even better next time. I love you back. I want to thank Governor Jack Darrenville and the members of Congress who are here today, Senator Heidi Heitkamp, Senator John Hoeven, Congressman Kevin Cramer. We're so grateful that you took the time to be here. And I know that your annual Flag Day powwow officially begins this evening, so we're a little early, but thank you for giving us a sneak peek of the celebration. And we are grateful for the chance to pay tribute to all the veterans of America's Armed Forces who have joined us here today, as well as those who have walked on and whose flags are proudly displayed here today. Thank you, and to your families for your extraordinary service. We are very, very grateful. I also want to acknowledge our outstanding Secretary of the Interior, Sally Jewell, who is here. You know, this visit holds special meaning for me. Of course you love Michelle. Who doesn't love Michelle? You know, when I was first running for president, I had the honor of visiting the Crow Nation in Montana. And today I'm proud to be making my first trip to Indian country as President of the United States. I know that throughout history, the United States often didn't give the nation-to-nation relationship the respect that it deserved. So I promised, when I ran, to be a president who changed that. A president who honors our sacred trust, and who respects your sovereignty, and who upholds treaty obligations, and who works with you in a spirit of true partnership, in mutual respect, to give our children the future that they deserve. And today I'm proud that the government-to-government relationship between Washington and tribal nations is stronger than ever. You know, Sally Jewell has been doing great work. Her predecessor, Ken Salazar, did great work to make sure that we were listening to you. And as head of our new Council on Native American Affairs, she makes sure that the federal government and tribal governments are coordinating with each other at all times. And Kevin Washburn, my Assistant Secretary of the Interior for Indian Affairs and a member of the Chickasaw Nation, is here as well. You see, my administration is determined to partner with tribes, and it's not something that just happens once in a while. It takes place every day on just about every issue that touches your lives. And that's what real nation-to-nation partnerships look like. We've responded and resolved long-standing disputes. George Keepseagle is here today. And a few years ago, my administration reached a historic settlement with George and other American Indian farmers and ranchers, and I signed into law the historic Cobell settlement, leading to the land buyback program, a $1.9 billion fund to consolidate individual Indian lands and restore them to tribal trust lands. We've made major investments to help grow tribal economies, investments in job training and tribal colleges, roads and high-speed internet, energy, including renewable energy. And thanks to the Affordable Care Act, Native Americans, like all Americans, finally have access to quality, affordable health care. But I realize that a powwow isn't just about celebrating the past, it's also about looking to the future. It's about keeping sacred traditions alive for the next generation, for these beautiful children. So here today I want to focus on the work that lies ahead, and I think we can follow the lead of Standing Rock's most famous resident, Chief Sitting Bull. He said, let's put our minds together to see what we can build for our children. So let's put our minds together to build more economic opportunity in Indian country, because every American, including every Native American, deserves the chance to work hard and get ahead. Everybody. That means creating more jobs and supporting small businesses in places like Standing Rock. Because young people should be able to live and work and raise a family right here in the land of your fathers and mothers. Let's put our minds together to advance justice. Because like every American, you deserve to be safe in your communities and treated equally under the law. My administration has gone further than any in history to strengthen the sovereignty of tribal courts, particularly when it comes to criminal sentencing and prosecuting people who commit violence against women. And Standing Rock has done a terrific job at building a court system that is open and efficient and delivers justice to your people. So we want to support more tribes as they follow your lead and strengthen justice in our communities. And that includes protecting important rights like the right to vote, because every Native American deserves a voice in our democracy. Let's put our minds together to improve our schools, because our children deserve a world-class education too, that prepares them for college and careers. And that means returning control of Indian education to tribal nations with additional resources and support so that you can direct your children's education and reform schools here in Indian country. And even as they prepare for a global economy, we want children like these wonderful young children here learning about their language and learning about their culture, just like the boys and girls do at Lakota Language Nest here at Standing Rock. We want to make sure that continues and we build on that success. You know, before we came here, Michelle and I sat with an amazing group of young people. I love these young people. I only spent an hour with them. They feel like my own. And you should be proud of them, because they've overcome a lot, but they're strong and they're still standing and they're moving forward. And they're all proud of their culture. But they talked about the challenges of living in two worlds and being both Native and American. And some bright young people like the ones we met today might look around and sometimes wonder if the United States really is thinking about them and caring about them and has a place for them too. And when we were talking, I said, you know, Michelle and I knows what it feels like sometimes to go through tough times. You know, we grew up at times feeling like we were on the outside looking in. But thanks to family and friends and teachers and coaches and neighbors that didn't give up on us, we didn't give up on ourselves. Just like these young people are not giving up on themselves. And we want every young person in America to have the same chance that we had. And that includes the boys and girls here in Indian country. You know, There's no denying that for some Americans, the deck's been stacked against them, sometimes for generations. And that's been the case for many Native Americans. But if we're working together, we can make things better. We've got a long way to go. But if we do our part, I believe that we can turn the corner. We can break old cycles. We can give our children a better future. I know because I've talked to these young people, I know they can succeed. I know they'll be leaders, not just in Indian country, but across America. And we've got to invest in them and believe in them and love them. And that starts from the White House all the way down here. I understand that the Lakota word for children, wakoyeja, comes from the word waka, sacred. That's what young people are. They're sacred. They're sacred to your families, and they're sacred to your tribe, and they're sacred to this nation. And every day that I have the honor of serving as your president, I will do everything I can to make sure that you see that our country has a place for everyone, including every single young person here, and all across the Dakotas, and all across America, and that you're getting the support and encouragement you need to go as far as your hard work and your talent will take you. That is my commitment to you, to every single young person here. Now, this community has made extraordinary contributions to the United States. Just look at all these flags. So many Native Americans have served our country with honor and with courage. And now it's up to us to keep strong what they've built, to keep America the place where no matter who you are and what you look like or where you come from, you can make it. And that you don't have to give up your culture to also be part of the American family. That's what I believe. And coming here today makes me believe it that much more. Hechetuo lo. Thank you. God bless you. God bless the United States of America.